Hey, thank you so much for checking out my channel. On this episode of my favorite hikes in Mammoth, we're going to do a nice kind of easy one this time. We're going to go up to Arrowhead Lake. And if you like these videos of me showing my favorite places to photograph and hike in Mammoth, make sure to hit the subscribe button.
I'm Cheyne Walls, and thank you so much for checking out my channel. And I make my living as a fine art and nature photographer that specializes in capturing the beauty of our national parks.
Now for this hike, I really don't follow the trail on this because the main trail up to Arrowhead is on the Duck Pass Trail, which is very, very crowded. There's a bunch of lakes along that trail. So what I do, I actually head over to the Heart Lake Trail and follow that at least to the old mining camp, cut across at the pump station. Now this will take you a little bit off trail. There is a trail there, but what's nice about it, there's no crowds here. It takes you up to a nice meadow and there's some beautiful little fall color spots in the fall. So when you see this sign, the pump house, go down there and check out the pump house, but then also just go straight past and there's your new trail. Another great thing about this unofficial trail, it takes you past this beautiful meadow. So here we are again, we're gonna piggyback off of the Heart Lake Trail for about 300 yards or so until you hit the aspen grove, then take a right. And that's gonna take us to the meadow and closer to the Duck Pass Trail without putting us on it. And when you're on this part of the trail, keep your eyes peeled for old abandoned mine shafts and old mine houses. Here's that aspen grove where we're gonna turn right and leave the Heart Lake Trail to head closer over to the river and back towards Duck Pass Trail. Now just about 200 yards past the turnoff from Heart Lake Trail, you run into this abandoned house here. Now you can either do two things with this trail. You can keep going off to your right, which will take you up to the stream and a nice little meadow that you can cross through in the summertime. Early spring, fall time, the meadow becomes pretty wet and it's unpassable. If the meadow is unpassable, just take a left from this abandoned house and just follow around the meadow. It'll lead you back to the stream and eventually the Duck Pass Trail. Keeping right at the abandoned mine house will put you right about here. And if you can see right there is actually the Duck Pass Trail. It's a real tough crossing though through this stream. It's heavy brush and everything like that. And here is that trail. The Duck Pass Trail is a little bit farther behind me. This will just parallel it, so it will take you to Arrowhead Lake. And you have some options with this trail as well. You can take this one, it kind of goes through the mountains a little bit. It's got some great views of Lake Mary on this trail, and it's not nearly as crowded as the main Duck Pass Trail. Or like I said, you can cross through the meadow here and just follow the stream up and cross when you can. But for today, the meadow's a little wet, so we're just gonna go around it. And again, less crowds this way, and there's a beautiful little waterfall along this way, so I'll show you that. Now, once you get back here, you'll notice there's a little bit of a trail, but it is kind of hard to follow. The other great thing about this meadow, it's got little streams going through it. And in the springtime, there's beautiful wildflowers here, such as this. That's a photographer's dream to photograph. We now have reached the back side of the meadow. This is where you have some options here. We're gonna run into the stream right here. This is where I like to cross to reconnect with the Duck Pass Trail to finish my journey up to Arrowhead Lake. Or if you wanna see this cool little waterfall, stick to the left. It's kind of a difficult hike. It's pretty sheer cliffs on either side, but you can scrabble your way up to this little waterfall. And it's a great place to take pictures. For me, the hike to Lake Arrowhead is the actual hike itself. That's the most beautiful. It's a beautiful lake and all, but this little side detour hike is so great. There's so many beautiful little waterfalls. The wildflowers are gorgeous in the spring. it's a beautiful hike all around. Here you go, we made it. Beautiful Arrowhead Lake, just nestled in the Eastern Sierras. It's such a beautiful area up here. I can't get over it. Yeah. But anyway, sorry, lost in the moment for a second there. But if you do want to just come up here and enjoy the lake just for what the lake is, it's a beautiful sight, but just take the main trail if you're in a hurry. It gets you right up here. I mean, I think it's about 2.5 miles round trip. It's real quick. But if you are up for a little bit more adventure, take this little detour I showed you today, especially if you're photographing fall color or wildflowers. Those meadows are gorgeous. It's a bit more of a hike. It's definitely more difficult, but you see so much more following the creek. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 good little waterfalls in there. Beautiful area to photograph. It's just an epic place up here. Thank you again so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit subscribe, give us a like. We'll do a lot more of these videos. Cheers. Thank you.